Welcome back to another round of Daniel Rambles. Today we're going to go over a few tips and tricks on how to overcome our fear of speaking, whether it be in public or just to the myriad of random strangers fumbling around throughout life. Because fear can be debilitating. It can keep us from pursuing the paths and passions that we have in life. And what's more freeing than overcoming our fears? One thing you need to realize is that the best way to overcome and vanquish any fear is to increase your level of exposure. That's right. If you want to overcome your fear of swimming, practice swimming more. If you want to overcome your fear of White Castle, eat more White Castle sliders. If you want to overcome your fear of public speaking, speak in public more. If you want to overcome your fear of talking to strangers, speak to more strangers. And so the process of exposing ourselves to the unfamiliar so that the stories in our head about what will happen when we do these things is vanquished. For a lot of us, create a narrative around the reasons why we cannot partake in these activities. Now, you may be saying, but Daniel, I don't have anybody to go and public speak to. I don't have friends and family to engage in idle conversation. What do I do? What do I do? Well, fret not, my friends, for there's always an alternative when you have no one to speak to. For there's always someone right there with you. Yourself. You can enhance your confidence in speaking merely by talking to yourself. Like, Daniel, what do you think of those green curtains over there? I think they're pretty awesome. I could probably green screen myself using those. They certainly block out the sun all right, and those ruffles are so perfect. So ask yourself questions. Answer those questions out loud. It's a great way to get your tongue rolling and practice some improvisation. Just look at anything in your environment and start monologuing about it. The things you like or dislike about it. The way it makes you feel. Anything at all. So long as you're talking out loud, you're on the right track. Alternatively, if you don't feel like improvising, you can just read out loud. That's right, developing your voice by reading out loud is a great technique to get your tongue flowing. It also gives you information to talk about in case you have a fear of not having anything stimulating to say in conversation. But if that is one of your fears about public speaking, like, oh, I have nothing interesting to say, then merely ask people what and how questions so that they can talk about themselves. Because people do love talking about themselves. Even Dale Carnegie, in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, references how powerful it is to talk to people about themselves. As a recap, to overcome your fear of public speaking, you're going to want to participate in public speaking more. If you don't have that opportunity, talk to your friends and family using what and how questions. If you don't have friends and family to talk to yourself using the same questions, and observing the environment while rattling on about whatever you see and feel. Read books out loud so you have more information to talk about to other individuals. And if none of that, if you don't want to do any of that, just do some vocal warm-ups. Just do some tongue twisters. Anything at all. Just talk out loud longer. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. Toodles. I think that's enough content. Do you? Well, I can see it. I think that's seems like enough content. Hopefully it's